YouTube, it's Halloween today. When you see this, it won't be. So I am wearing one of my favorite shirts, Don't Be a Basic Witch, which, you know, really makes sense. I try and tell myself this every single day. Anyway, let's do a springboard, quick standing workout. I'd say predominantly it's legs. We got a little bit of upper body. What's the setup? Grab your mat. Dowel rod. Using the dowel rod today. Yellow springs hooked on a 9. As we go on, you might have to take it up a notch to a 10. We'll talk about that when we get there. It's a good one. Kind of scary. Of course, if you like it, thumbs up and subscribe. Let's get started. Grabbing a hold onto the dowel rod, we're gonna walk ourselves pretty far back. We're not gonna be bending the elbows here, so feel free to move back. I promise you it's gonna help for this one. Hands are on the outside of the dowel rod. My feet are parallel, slightly wider than hip distance. I'm gonna bend my knees here. I'm trying to find a chair. It's not behind me. Oh well. And then up. This is how it's gonna be for a little bit. Imagine a wall squat, sliding down, up and down. If having the feet in this position, this parallel position is out, just turn them out slightly. But I'm going for this parallel. Seriously, like you're just gonna sit back in a chair. It's Halloween and I have a frog in my throat, clearly. All right, shoulders relaxed, chest proud towards that springboard. I'm driving through my heels to come up. What's hard here is we're in a lot of tension. So digging those heels down helps me from falling forward, which feels like I'm going to because I'm stepped back quite a ways. No arms. So I would equate this to kind of doing work at a bar, in a bar class, where this would be the bar I'm holding on to, and I'm just going down and up. The difference is this isn't a stable bar. It's got springs attached to it. On the next one, hold it down there. Just hold. This is fun. Holding it here. Lift your right heel only. Small pulses down. Well, it's gonna get not so fun coming on up here. Only the right heel is lifted, and it's super small. We're not bouncing. You choose how low you go. This works for me. Breathe. I promise it'll help. If you start to quiver, that's cool. I am too. Pause. Right heel lowers, left heel lifts. Keep going. Okay. Mind over matter here. We're telling ourselves we can. Breathe. Take the shoulders away from those ears. We can do this. No big deal. Pause. Alternate. Left heel lowers, right heel lifts, and switch. So my goal is to not do this. My height stays the same. Okay, I'm going to try and get a little bit lower. I'm anticipating that Reese's in a few hours. On this next one, hold both flat. Let's do some tiny pulses down. The tops of my thighs are screaming at me. And I'm saying to myself, I can do this. We are almost there. Gonna go into facing away from the springboard and then back to a couple more leg exercises. Yippee. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Careful. Walk towards the springboard. Widen your stance. Doesn't matter if you're turned down or not. Fold over. Oh, okay. Breathe. Do whatever feels good for you. Slowly. Let's come on up. Walk towards the springboard. You are going to go under that springboard. Okay. Walk back. You're close to that bottom pole, whatever. All right. Extend the arms out long. You need to have some space between the springs and the shoulders. So I got about a couple inches. Remember, I'm on a 9. If you're taller than me, you might have to take it up to a 10 or an 11, but you do want to have some space. I'll show you here in a second. Arms are going to go long. I'm making fists on the outside of the dowel rod. I'm going to walk a few steps forward, and it's going to get hard. Hard, hard, hard. And I'm going to lean forward. My heels are staying flat. See, I'm in a little bit of a plank position. I'm leaning into that resistance. Things are going to get a little hard now. Keeping that body in that nice plank position. Let's bend those elbows out to the sides of the room and straighten. You're probably going to have to move a little bit more forward or back. We're all different. Find that sweet spot where that body is in that nice slant, that nice plank. I think I'm pretty good here. I don't think I'm going to fall forward and break my nose, which is good news. You are going slow. Now you see why I told you. You definitely need some space in between those shoulders and the springs, or else you'd get spring burn. A few more here. Ooh. 2. Make this your best. Breathe. Bend. Straighten. Up. Stand up nice and tall. Walk yourself all the way back. Now, my hands are going to go on the inside, not on the out, on the in. My arms are going to go long. I'm going to lower them slightly. Before, they were a little higher because I was doing that high row. I'm lowering them slightly. So probably right above the girls, the boobies. Or the do not be basic. All right, here we go. I'm going to walk myself slightly forward. Tricep presses. Bend the elbows and straighten. Roll those knuckles to what's ever in front of you. Remember, those arms are lower than they were for the row. What am I trying to do here? Keeping those triceps balanced on a pretend tabletop, backs of my arms, and I'm trying to keep my elbows pretty narrow, like the number 11. Okay, doing your best not to splay those elbows out to the sides of the room. Oh my gosh, this is so hard, I want to die, but I love me some bat wing work. And since it's Halloween, we can talk about bat wings. Okay, find that breath. 2, 1, done. Woo! Come on out, come on out. We got one more standing series to do, and Arms are going to be involved on this one. Hands go on the outside of the dowel rod. Let's walk back, but certainly not as far as what we did the last time. I am in a wide turned out position, wide. All right, looking straight ahead. No arms to start. I'm going to go into a wide plie. I had to think about it for a second. And then up. Hey, maybe you can, open those feet a little bit wider. Same thing, remember that wall squat we were talking about? Like that back is going down the wall and up. Still digging in my heels to drive up. Let's add some arms wide row. And back. Here lies the reason why I love the springboard. This is just great standing work. The springs are a good resistance. You can get the heart rate up. And you're standing on the floor, not a moving carriage. But I love the reformer. He's my favorite. So no disrespect. Down and up. I'm babbling again. Okay. Take your time. I don't care how fast you go, slow, don't mirror me, do you? We're just squatting and up. A few more here. Find the breath. On this next one, I want you to hold it down. Their arms stay long. Bend the elbows and straighten. Bend. Okay. Now we're in that wide turned out and staying down there. One count, row those arms, slowly resist the return. You have to go slow on the return or you're gonna fall over. Hold the arms long, lift your right heel. Let's pulse down. This should look pretty familiar because unfortunately we did it in parallel. Find that breath. We're almost done with this workout. Right. You're opening on up that right thigh to the springboard in front of you. Pause. Right heel lowers, left heel lifts. Let's go. If you're a fan of bar class, this is what happens there. I personally like it. I don't know. I just like the torture. I'm not sure. But I love bar. Keep going. Slow. It doesn't need to be fast. Pause. Are we ready to alternate? Left heel lowers, right heel lifts. Switch. Switch. All right. Inner thighs saying hi. Tops of the thighs saying hi. We are almost there. Just like we did before. On this next one, I want you to hold those heels as high as you can go. Can you get a little lower? And hold it here. Just breathe. Yes, we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, narrow the stance, round forward. Oh, okay. I guess that was fun, I think. And round yourself on up. Done. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Quick, but fiery. I will see you next time.